Okay, see if I like that one. I didn't like the other one. Oh, that's way better than the other one.
Jill do this too, right? Send it to me. I know her.
I'm sending it right this second. Go ahead, you talk.
All right. So
23 years with Diane Gilman.
So one of your very favorite fabrics from us, especially in this season, is SuperStretch Lite. Why is it called SuperStretch? For just that reason, has supreme stretch. And I know that we're gonna stretch it so that we can actually show you how it performs. And the other thing is, because it is not a bulky, heavy denim, it is approximately 9.5, 10 ounces, which makes it for the Gulf Coast states, for every place in America that has gotten warm and is going to stay warm all the way through the end of October. This is the perfect weight for you.
Oh, yes.
This is actually one of our 2 top fabrics in terms of awesome number of reviews. In general, on SuperStretch as a family, SuperStretch and SuperStretch Lite, I believe there are over 4,005
Isn't that incredible,
star
Diane?
reviews. So everything about this is perfect, including the price, which is actually
first airing
a TS price. And the stretch is phenomenal. The weight of it is so light and airy. It is mainly cotton, but it also has rayon in it for a super silky hand feel. And we'll flash all the colors across the screen for you because we've got a lot of them.
5 flex pay for the first time ever. So 5 flex pay payments, and then of course 6 on your HSN card. So we have them all. We have the mid-tone, we have indigo, we have chambray, we have it in black, we have white, we have a great gray, we have pink, we have blue, we have olive. We have sizes 2 through 24. And we have 3 inseams too, Diane.
Oh yeah, petite, average, and tall. And I do want to say that the olive is going to be the color of the season going forward from July all the way through fall. Everything is going to be around cargo, army greens, fatigues. Well, you can never get enough black on black. And you girls can never get enough BootCut because that's where it all began for DG2. And quite frankly, that's where you say your comfort zone is. We've gone into a long extended period of skinny jeans, but now we see BootCut coming back. And for a lot of you, it never left, but it's coming back as fashion. Again.
Right.
And you like it because that 16.5-inch leg opening we give you balances out anything you don't like about your thighs, your hips, your tummy, or your derriere. And for most of us, all of us have a feeling about something in that area that isn't optimum. The colors are incredible because the indigo is the purest and deepest with a kind of a grayed out chambray top stitch. To the back, there is an embroidery, a lyrical embroidery on each back pocket, which we'll show you. We've just turned around one of the jeans. Mid-tone. The indigo is purely dark indigo. The mid-tone is, honestly, if we could just come back to us, we'll give you a little bit of a hint here that this is whiskered and hand rubbed. Absolutely beautiful. So you can see the pocket detail to the back. Nothing exaggerated, but very lyrical. And what it does is lead your eye down and back up again, which is narrowing and slimming. And then lifting. The chambray has a true vintage look to it. So to me, here are your basics along with optic, paper, white. This is a gorgeous white. And you've got to have white for summer. It is the ultimate neutral. It is the ultimate go-to, is it not?
I mean, absolutely. And your whites are white. They're true white. They're not like yellowed out.
When you wash them, they stay white. That's the real deal.
Exactly. Yes, definitely,
because we treat our whites with enzymes. And we also don't, how can I say this? When you get into black or shades of indigo, mid-tone, chambray as well, these are done with very viscose, very, by their nature, thick dyes. And that dye coats each and every cotton and rayon fiber. And so the integrity of the jean, the strength of the fibers are enhanced. But when you get to white, there's no pigment in white. And that's why you'll buy white jeans and they won't hold their color. And they'll start to get bald, almost like bald spots and patchy after a few washings. But with our white, it isn't so, because we give it also a silicone wash. And silicone is what they use in high-end contemporary jeans to give a very silky finish to them. So this is really a fabulous way to go. Look at how
Isn't that great?
Can you see?
And this is where it all began. I mean, it was the original BootCut.
Milky and absolutely non-see-through these are. And the BootCut is where it all began. And you know, it's almost like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This has been the cut that you have all loved and treasured over the years. And what we've done is just put it into a technologically advanced, elevated fabrication.
Do we have the video on the SuperStretch? Because it's important for everyone to understand that this is definitely, you know, a massive step forward in denim technology. Because it is all about this immense stretch and recovery and unparalleled comfort, but it does so using less spandex. So up to 6 inches of stretch in the waistband, but in the hip area, you have up to 10 inches of stretch, and that's also stretch and recovery. But it is innovative. It's a unique weave, maximum stretch, and there, rayon-based and rayon and natural fiber.
And you don't need a ton of spandex. As a matter of fact, interwoven, the more spandex you put in, the less of a life you get in the denim, because it loses control. Have you ever had a jean where, and I just bought a very expensive jean for the cut of it, because it's a whole new leg cut I think you guys are gonna love. And by noon, I swear to you, it was like gangsta pants on me. It was hanging
that fast?
Off my hips.
Well, what do you think?
It had too much spandex in it, and it just stretches out, but it doesn't recover. So a lot of how we get the stretch in SuperStretch Lite is through the weave process. Then again, you've got that cotton base, you've got that silicone wash, which is heavenly. And I know if you've been in any high-end specialty or department stores and you've gone into the contemporary jeans department and felt the jeans and said, oh, wish I could be wearing that, but it was a $285 jean. And then you go to what is the equivalent of a DG2 price, and it's rough, and it's scratchy, and it's just okay. That's not what DG2 and HSN are all about. We're all about not only keeping our promises, but giving you something where the first time you open up that package, you are going to be blown away. And you are going to understand why they call me the Queen of Jeans, why we are the #1 purveyor of denim around the globe to baby boomers, to any woman over the age of 35 or 40 who says, I'm out of the game. I can't wear jeans anymore. If you could take the time to read some of the reviews on SuperStretch Lite, you would see how much other customers want to share their love of this fabric with you. And it feels like heaven. And you know what? On these blistering hot days, and let's face it, it has just gotten warmer and warmer. Year by year, we set all-time records. This is, honestly, a customer favorite because it allows women from California all the way through Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Wyoming, Montana, New Orleans, Miami, Tampa, up into steamy New York in the summertime. It allows us to wear jeans and feel aerated and light and cool and put together. You'll see a minimum amount of wrinkling on these. They wash beautifully. That silicone wash stays forever. and they just feel lovely. I'll tell you what, they don't feel like $49 jeans.
They don't.
That's for sure. And that is a TS price for DG2.
And mind you, today, the first day in this show, as we said, we're kicking off our 23rd anniversary and adding to that Cinco de Mayo.
Almost a quarter of a century on HSN.
23 years.
Wow.
I mean, think of it, but you know something, touche to you, Diane, how you have continued to be so creative to allow us a chance to really have a complete denim wardrobe, and to do so, though, knowing that we're always going to get a great fit, make us
really,
feel fabulous,
you know
about
what?
ourselves.
I've designed for 40 years, but the love of my life was really DG2. And when I first had that light bulb moment to create a jean for myself, because I went into middle age, everything changed, you know what I mean, ladies? Every body part changed, everything went south, east, and west, and nothing went north. I thought to myself, I've got to be millions of women around the planet that are in the same ditch, the same hole I'm in, where you can't climb your way out because there's nothing made for you. Well, that's how DG2 was born, and one light bulb moment and one key idea has taken DG2 around the world and has made millions of you. 8.5 million jeans sold in 10 years. Millions of you happy, more content with aging, having a higher sense of self-esteem, really letting your beauty shine. A jean is not just a jean, it's a time capsule. Think about it. When I think about jeans, I think about from the time I was about 6 or 7 years old onward, and I can still crystallize in my mind so many different experiences.
Yeah, the memories, right?
With jeans. Yeah, I remember.
Talk about traveling pants. Yeah,
oh,
we've all
for sure.
Right? We live it with denim.
But
you're right.
You know what? I wish I'd been raised with denim that was this light and this soft and had this much spandex, because I was raised in the California desert, basically in Whittier, LA, and then Whittier. And it was blazing hot, and the only denims we could get were 16-ounce, no spandex. Used to go to the carpenter store and get carpenter's overalls.
Exactly.
Used to get
for years,
boys' jeans. Boys' jeans. Is that wild to think about that? And
we're glad times have changed.
Jeans just had an anniversary. They just went in to someone's attic and found the oldest jean in America, and I think it's 150 years old, 160 years old, and it just went at auction, catch this, for $80,000. Oh, yeah, it was the first Levi's jean made, one of them for the gold rush. They hadn't invented zippers yet, so it had a buttoned fly, and big carpenter pockets, and kind of wide straight leg. And it was like 16, 20 to 20 ounce denim.
Oh my gosh.
It could stand it by itself, but boy, have we come a long way, baby.
Better than the paint splattered ones now that are $425. Those are like ridiculous. Okay,
for sure.
Here's where we are. We have only a couple of minutes remaining in our hour. We are going to remind you, of course, of today's special coming up at midnight, and the jeggings that I'm wearing, Navarre, on my Facebook page. I just kind of looked really quickly when we were taking the photo. I'm wearing the jeggings from the last hour, so we'll remind you of those as well. But everything today, you know, as we celebrate here at HSN, is a great opportunity. With the boot cut, you are getting and by the way, boot cut, #1 jean globally. So, and for anyone at all who's looking to add more colors to your wardrobe, this is the chance, because we still have all the shades, too.
And for anybody who says to themselves, you know what? I think jeans are just too heavy to wear in the summertime. Not when, that's why it says SuperStretch L-I-T-E.
Yes,
SuperStretch Lite. This is a jean specifically dedicated to warm weather areas and the season. And it's so dressy and lack of contrast in terms of the top stitching that you can obviously, with the sateen surface, get away with this as a dress pant and wearing it to work.
Gosh,
if you meet and greet the public, if you're a school teacher, if you're in real estate, the indigo
or the
pure black.
I know, look at
that
the black.
gorgeous shade of white. These are jeans that can be career girl jeans as well. The BootCut is #1 most accepted silhouette by all customers taken in a closed
all ages
survey, all ages. And do you know something? It gives you a sense of security.
It does.
What could be more important? Now, we do want to say we sometimes bring in 50,000. We've got 5,000.
Yeah, that's it.
So
with
here's where you really sort of want to decide your color and say to yourself, at this great price, maybe I'll take a fashion color.
Yes.
Maybe I'll take a basic as well.
Yeah, this is definitely the way to do it. And today, only today, will you have the chance to grab it at $9.98, again, on FlexPay, and obviously also 6 FlexPay payments if you have the HSN card as well. So I want to remind you also of a couple of things. A lot of people were